Welcome to Madras Academy. In this session, we are going to learn about HTML and CSS. In last session, we already given an introduction about HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, jQuery, and as well as JavaScript. Okay, this all the topics we already given an introduction. Okay, so using this HTML and CSS, how to design the web page, we will see that. Okay, and this is the basic programming language for the front end application. And if you learn this while we move on to the advanced technology, okay, there it is very easy to handle. Okay, so how to write the tags and how to write the CSS themes in our HTML page, everything we'll see that. Okay, and for this we need a software, right? So for that, here I'm going to use Visual Studio Code Editor. This is a IDE. Go to this link and download the software. Okay. So once you are going to install that software in your system, you will be getting like this type of one window. Okay. In this, check all these checkboxes and click next and install it. So while we check this checkbox, while we open this Visual Studio Code in your folder, in your file location, it's very easy to open. Okay, I will tell you how to open the visual code after this installation, how to open the visual code in your particular folder directly. I will tell you that one. Okay, so don't forget to check this checkbox. First check all the check boxes and then click next and install it. Okay, in this window. Okay, that is mandatorily you have to give it. Okay, so now we'll move on to the practical session. Okay, and see, in this Madras Academy folder, here I created one web designing folder, and inside that I'm having one HTML and CSS. This is a topic I'm going to do it right now. So I created one separate folder for this. Okay, in this location, and after installing the software, I'm going to open the visual code in this location. So how I opened now? See, just right click inside that folder, just right click, go to the show more option, and here you will be getting the content menu like this. Okay, so just click the open with the code. It will automatically open your visual code like this way. Okay, and here you can create a file, whatever the files you need you can create it, and as well as if you need any folder you can create it here. Okay, so now I'm going to create the file index.html. Okay, this is the first file, whatever the project you are going to create it in your folder. Okay, for the HTML I'm telling. Okay, for the HTML, index is the first page. After that, whatever the pages you are going to create, whether it is register, login, about, contact, okay, that and all you can create it related to that concept. You can create your own file name. Okay, but the first page is an index.html. Like this way we need to create the file, and HTML file extension is .html, that I already told you. Like this way we have to create the file. Okay, so now here how to write the code. The first code we have to write document dot type, that is document type HTML. This document we are creating using HTML, right? So for that we need to write it like this way. Okay, and after this line we need to write, just write DOC. Okay, if you write DOC, press enter, it will automatically create all the codes here. Okay, so see, here HTML is a root tag. Okay, and the language English Z, so EN, like that they return. This red color text we are getting here, right? These are all the attributes, and the blue color text is an value. Okay, and the brown color text is a tag name. See, in all the tags we are having a start tag now, it will automatically, it will display the end tag. Head, start, end, body, start, end, like this it will display the output here. So this code and all is automatically created. I didn't return anything. This head HTML is a root tag. Inside that we are having a two child tag. One is head, another one is body. Okay. So whatever the informations we are going to give, whether I need to give the title for the page now. See here they already given document like that, right? So here I'm going to use welcome. Okay, so now whatever the title I given here, that is the page title. It will display it automatically. Okay, and as well as we are getting the meta character set UTF like that one tag, and as well as viewport like that one tag is there. So what is the purpose of this tag? If you are writing here this meta tag, or if you are not writing the meta tag, defaultly that meta tag is available here. For what purpose we are using here now? Character set UTF-8, that is uniform transmission file 8 bit. It will transfer the request and the response. In all the web pages we are having this, and in HTML web page, uh, using meta tag, meta, that tag name, it will display the code here like this. And this is a transaction between the computer and the user. Okay, that 8-bit transaction will done by this. Okay, and as well as this meta name viewport like that we are having, and as well as content width equal to device hyphen with initial scale equal to 1.0 like that they return, right? For what purpose we are using this now? So once you create any one of the web pages, okay, so if suppose I'm going to open this web page in our mobile or in our tab, okay, in my television, so each and every device we are having a different height and width, right? So it will automatically display that content, whatever you written inside that, what that content will display in a respective layout, that is in a proper layout. Okay, it won't hide all the content. It will automatically display all the content, whatever the uh, device height and width we are having. It will automatically zoom that content and it will display the content in a proper format. That work is done by this meta tag. Okay, so this is a default tag, no need to write it. But this is a IDE, right? So it's displaying automatically while we're writing like that kind of code. Okay, so why we are using IDE na? So I returned only, see, I returned only DOC. Okay, so when I press enter, it will automatically create all the codes here. Okay, so if I return any one of the code, lots of code will displayed by the help of IDE. So for that purpose, for that usage only we are using IDE. If I'm going to create it in a normal notepad or notepad plus, this code and all we have to write it. Okay, so but here while we using IDE, some code will automatically displayed like this. Okay, so we can get like this type of output. And as well as in title, I need to change the title, right? So for that I'm using welcome. Okay, now inside the body tag, what we are going to write it? So whatever the message I need to display it in our body tag, we can write it in everything inside the body. Okay, so for that I'm using dev. Okay, first I'm going to create one div, and inside that I'm writing h1 tag. H1 is a heading tag. Here, welcome to HTML and CSS. Okay, like that I'm creating one heading. Okay, that's it. So now I need to open this page. Okay, so how to open it, we'll see that. Okay, and see, while we open in a live server, go to this extension. Okay, so here type live serve like this, and you will be getting the live server software here. And click here. Previously it would be like this way. Okay, so click that, and I already installed. Okay, so no need to install it again in my system. So if you click here like this, it will ask install like that. Click that button. Okay, here I already installed this one. So you just click that link and install it in your system. Okay, and after that go to the Explorer. This is an Explorer. In this only we are having all the files. Okay, we already created some code here, right? And for this we need to open it. So right click, and here it will display the open with the live serve. Okay, so once you click that, whatever the output we are getting. Okay, and the title I changed welcome, right? That one, and as well as welcome to HTML and the CSS. This message will display like this here. Okay, so this is an live server. Like this we can execute it. Okay, see, suppose I'm going to write one horizontal row. I'm writing HR. Okay, how to close the tag now? Like this way we need to close the tag. Okay, HR, like that. And again, no need to open the server. See, I didn't refresh it. Okay, so it will automatically open that output here. I will do it one more time. See, I'm creating like this. Okay, now here I'm going to write H2. This is my first web page. Okay, like that I written. I just saved that, and it will automatically reload it here. Okay, so like this it will display. See, for this H1, H2 and all, we are getting defaultly some size and displayed in a bold format, right? So that is an heading tag till up to 6 we will give here. Okay, if I used 6, see, this is H6 size for heading. Okay, so like this I written. So H6 is very small, right? So like this way it will display all the heading tags. Okay, and whatever the heading you need, you can use it by the help of H1 to H6. Whatever the format you need, you can write it like this way. Okay, so right now no need this H2 and H6 for me. I'm deleted. See, only I need this one. Okay, and I need to display this text in the center. For this I'm going to write a CSS code. Okay, so stay inline CSS. If you write like this is a inline CSS. I already told you CSS we are having three types: inline, internal and external. And right now I'm using inline CSS. And here if I use the center like this, say just I save the file and it will automatically it will display it in a center. Okay, and I need a color. Okay, color blue. So displayed in a blue color. And I need a background color. Okay, so for that background color we can give any color for that. Okay, I need a space. Okay, so for that we can use a padding 20 px. Okay, so like this we will get some space inside the h1 tag, not outside of the tag. Okay, so like this it will display. Okay, this is an inline style sheet. Okay, so next, here after h1 tag I'm going to write on h3 tag about HTML. Okay, so what is HTML? We'll write it here. Okay, so I will write one OL tag and the LI tag, and inside that I will write the code for the HTML. Okay, about HTML. I'm not going to write a paragraph. Okay, and it will display it in a bullet format. So we'll see that how to write it here. HTML is stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, see how it is displaying here. And I need to display this hypertext markup language in a bold format. So for that I can use B tag. Okay, inside the B tag I'm going to write this hypertext markup language. Like this it will display. Okay, and again I'm going to write a one more li Okay, it used to create the front end application. Okay, it used to create the front end application. Again, it is a tag based language. It is a tag based language. Okay, again I'm going to write one more information. The file extension is dot html. Okay, file extension is dot html, and all the tags are only in lower case, not in uppercase. See how I returned all the tags: u o l l i h1 h3. I returned the tags, right? Title, everything. All the tags are only in lowercase. Instead of this document type, doc type, only this one, it is in uppercase. The other, all the character, all the tag name is only in a lowercase, not in a uppercase. Okay, it is not mandatorily to write in upper or lower like that, but this is a professional way. Like this way we have to write it. Okay, and if suppose if I write a capital letter now, it won't execute like that. I'm not going to tell, but this is a professional way. This way only we have to write the HTML code. Okay, HTML tag name. And as well as again I'm going to write one more li, and here it is a basic of all the front end application. Okay, all the front end application, this is a basic one. Okay, so next we'll write the introduction, short introduction about CSS. Okay, now here I'm going to write one more li tag, and while we writing this li, ol and li, ol is an order list, li is a list. See, it's displaying 1 2 3 4 like that type of numbers here automatically. Okay, so here I'm going to write a CSS abbreviation first. CSS is stands for cascading style sheet. Okay, cascading style sheets. Okay, and this cascading style sheet I'm going to write it in a italic format and as well as bold format. Okay, so for that I'm going to use b tag. Okay, and inside this I'm going to cut here and I will write it here. See, previously I written only bold, right? But here bold and italic. If you need to change like this type of format, you can write it. Okay, and as well as come to the next line, and again one more li I'm going to write it. It used to design the web page. Okay, web page. We can use the CSS in three ways in HTML page. Okay, so if you need to make a design for the HTML page, we are using CSS. Okay, in this we are having three ways. Okay, so what are the ways and how to write it, we'll see that. And for that, inside this OL I'm going to write one more UL tag. Okay, UL and LI. So here I'm going to write inline CSS. Okay, and then internal CSS, and then you can use the external CSS. Okay, so like this we are having three types of CSS: inline, internal, and external. Okay, so previously I returned this text, right? Welcome to HTML and the CSS, like that. See this one. This is the inline CSS. In that h1 tag, I'm having a style attribute. Okay, and inside that text hyphen align, like that I return here, right? That one is a property. After colon, whatever we return, that is a value. Again property value, again property value, like that we have to write it. Okay, in the same line we need to write it. Only in that line we will get the themes. Okay, if suppose I'm going to write one more h1 tag, see, I'm going to write one more h1 tag. I'm going to come to the next line, h1 tag, and here created by string. Okay, see, in this h1 tag I'm not getting that theme. Okay, so if I need the theme here, I need to change the color, and as well as I need to display this message in a right side now. So for that we need to write the style again. Style, okay, float colon right. See, it will display it in the right side. Okay, and as well as here I need to write a text, that is color. I need to write it now, color colon red. Okay, and while we move on to the left side, that horizontal line is not coming properly here. For that, in horizontal here, I'm going to write margin top 100 px. Okay, or else we can use 110. Okay, so now it will display it like this. Okay, so we can give the space in margin top. Okay, like this way, and it will display it in this format. Okay, and these are all the inline style sheet. For that only I'm writing like this. And as well as see, I'm having two h3 tag. Okay, here also I'm having h3, and this is also the h3. And for that I'm going to write a style and a color colon red. Okay, so it will display it in a red color, or else whatever the colors you need, you can choose it from here also. Okay, like this way. Okay, like this way it will display the output. And the same color if you need for this h3 also, na. Okay, whatever the code I'm going to write it, these are all the inline CSS. In that line it will display the output. Okay, and if you are going to write in this h3 tag, then only it will display it here, and I need to display it in an underline format. Okay, so for that, text hyphen decoration underline. Okay, and here also I need to use text hyphen decoration underline. Okay, so this is an HTML and the CSS. Like this way we can create the front end application. And as well as now I'm going to place the image. Okay, so for that, see, I'm going to create the HTML and the CSS banner. I will search it in Google, and here I will take any one of the images from here. We'll use this one, or else okay, I will use this one. Okay, first I will maximize it. Okay, I will use this one. I will save this file. Okay, right click and save it, and go to your location first. Okay, so where is my location? In web designing. Okay, in HTML I need to create one folder, and this is a images one folder, and inside that images folder I'm going to save this banner. Okay, now I saved. Now I'm going to the visual code and see, and here I will be getting one folder and as well as the images. Okay, and how to load this image in our web page, you will see that. And first we have to decide where we need to save the image, like that. Before this h1 tag, I'm going to place the image, okay, in our visual code. So I will go to the before this h1 tag, okay. I need to write a image img, just write one or two characters and press enter. It will display all the attributes, okay, here like this. And here I need to write the image folder and what image I need to place it, okay. And as well as alternate text means no image found. So if the image is not found, it will display the error message, okay. For example, see, if I given a improper image name, that image is not available, right? See, no image found, like that it will display the output. Otherwise, okay, if I'm having the image, the image is displaying here, okay, like this way we need to display it. And as well as I need to reduce the height for this, right? So for that I can use the css code here. For that, here we'll write one more attribute with the 100%. I need 100% with full width I need, but only the height I need to reduce it. So first I will give the 150 px, okay. So after that we'll do the other thing, okay. I saved and I need to open the browser. See, like this it will display, okay. And here I need to increase the height for the image, okay. So this is a image height. I will give 250, okay, like this it will display. And we have some gap here, right? And as well as here also I'm having a gap and everything, okay. I need to clear all those things. So for that, what I'm going to do now, this is the main div, right? So I'm going to create the id for the div, main div, like that, okay. And for this main div, I already told you, no, so previously I returned the inline style sheet. Right now I'm going to write the internal style sheet. How to write the internal style sheet? Inside the head tag we need to write the style tag. And here I'm going to write the style sheet. This is a main div, okay. I created id equal to main div, like that. So if I give id, we need to use the hash reference, and then only this id theme will work here, okay. We can use like this. Otherwise, if I need to write a body tag directly, now we can write a body flower base open close, like this also, okay. So for this both I'm going to write it. And here in body tag, first I will write it body tag margin colon 0. So if I give like this, see that space is removed here. Previously you are able to see the difference. See, previously I'm having some space here, right, in top, right, left and all. But if I used margin, see that space is removed, okay. And as well as I'm going to write a padding colon 0, okay. There is no any changes, but the space will remove here, okay. So this one mandatorily we need to write it inside the body tag, okay. And after that we'll move on to the main div. And in this main div, we'll move on to the main div. In this main div, I'm going to write a margin colon 0. So here there is no any changes, but if I add here h1 tag now, see I'm having a space between this two images and as well as h1 tag, and here also I have some spaces, right? That will be removed here. Okay, if you write like this, and in that time you can adjust this horizontal row also. Okay, see, we'll get like this. Okay, we'll remove that space 50. Okay, like this we can design it. Okay, so here I created image and as well as h1 tag, and how to align the right side alignment, horizontal row. And for horizontal row I didn't return a color for that line. If you need to write that, we can write border colon 5px solid and brown. Okay, see, so 5px is a thickness. Okay, if I used it to now, it will display like this. Okay, how much thickness you need, you can write it. I used a solid, that is solid line, it will display here. If it is dotted like that na, it will display dot dot line. Okay, if it is dashed, if you write dashed like that na, dashed na, it will display the dash dash line. Okay, for the horizontal row also we can plan it like this. Okay, and here I didn't return any paragraph. Okay, just I return the some of the basic web page design like this way. Okay, so you just go through this and create a web page like this way first, and while you move on to the next concept, okay, we will write what are the other code, like how to create the menu. Okay, and how to write the paragraphs and how to divide the page, how to write the header footer for that. Okay, everything we will see one by one. Okay, so like that, right now whatever the code we return here, you just go through this. Okay, and create your own web page in your own thinking. Okay, follow my channel and create the designs in your own like this way. Okay, thanks for watching.